Council. This file is not to be revealed to the public. Failure to comply will result in immediate termination by a security cognitohazard. File designation 2019 Mass Incursion of Solar System. Addendum 2019-1. Information describing the Alpha War event.
The Alpha War was a war of domination of our solar system. Earth was affected most. We detected two objects about 1,500 miles across past the orbit of Jupiter. The objects were moving at 100 miles per second, 360,000 miles per hour, making them the fastest moving objects ever recorded in history. In 2019, December, the incursion had begun. The creatures were named the Unviasers, or the Invaders. First casualties were reported in larger cities such as New York, Tokyo, Rio, Shanghai. Shanghai was leveled completely. Soon after the fall of Orlando, a militaristic agency known as the Arcane Agency was established. Europa Base was destroyed in less than 2 minutes, leaving the moon as a bunch of floating rocks in space. The Arcane Agency was able to push the Invasers out of Western Europe. In 2023, we saw a crushing defeat in Beijing. A new superweapon known as the Scorcher destroyed the entire city, along with hundreds of thousands of military personnel. War lasts another 7 years before armistice was established, and the Invasers were left with control of Saturn, Jupiter, and Mercury.
Addendum 2019-2. Excerpt from a report from Dr. Alfonso.
Well, we were able to salvage a bit of material from the wreckage from the crash in Michigan. What we found was astounding. Ancient Egyptian writing. The salvage crew and I were truly surprised by this. The investors might have influenced the ancient world. And there was an Egyptian translator who was pretty good in linguistics or whatever. Forgot what he said. Oh well. Growing activity from the investors nearby. Probably need to evacuate now. Send a report to the Arcane Administrator.
Addendum 2019-3. Geological and geographical changes. Recorded by Dr. Kozla.
North America has experienced several changes. Northwest Canada and Alaska were destroyed completely, leaving an empty ocean. Baja California was submerged. Honduras and Nicaragua were annihilated. South America has a large region submerged underwater, most specifically Venezuela, Brazil, and Uruguay cut off from continent. West Africa broken from the rest of the continent. East Africa also broken off. Egypt wiped off the map. Asia is most of Russia, China, all of Korea, Japan obliterated. Southeast Asia is now a larger archipelago. Australia has west part of the continent broken off. Europe has the British Isles, and Scandinavia destroyed.
Addendum 2019-4. Collected letter from Lieutenant Van Knapp. Recovered by Omega 7.
Dear Giovanna, I don't know if this message will reach you, but our commander has recently stated that we could. We're going to be heading north to Detroit. I found a bit of a sign in the middle of the wasteland, signaling that there used to be a town here, but was destroyed by the invasors. A man came into our base with near half of his body burnt. He was German, and none of us could understand him. He eventually died in our infirmary. When we came to Detroit, there were people running from this thing behind one of the skyscrapers. A bright light. Destroyed the structure and several people were burnt to a crisp. The city crumbled before our eyes as a massive object rose out of the ground. Retreat was ordered. Pray for us. Sincerely, Daniel.
Soon after, Detroit was lost, and body of Ben Knapp was recovered. Addendum 2019-5. Recovered video transcript.
The following is a transcript of recovered video footage. Roughly 30 seconds in duration, the transcript of the clip was authorized shortly after its recovery. Though the video is since degraded and is no longer legible, the footage's audio is in acceptable condition and is available for access below. 1 second. Recording opens on a small town. Multiple structures are burning or collapsing. 3 seconds. Video pans to show large object, size indiscernible from video. 9 seconds. Large amounts of the ground start lifting into the object as bright light is emitting from the craft. 15 seconds. Air raid sirens become audible. Clouds blasted away as craft releases large bursts of energy. 20 seconds. Gunfire is heard as military units race out of the town. 22 seconds. Object rises out of the ground, firing onto the small town. 24 seconds. A bright beam of light erupts from craft, destroying multiple houses and City Hall. 26 seconds. Camera drops as explosion is heard. 30 seconds. Screaming is heard. Video ends.
Addendum 2019-6. Releasing of amnestics.
Due to mass traumatization, a large release of X-class amnestics was established, leading people to believe that the world had always been like this. Maps changed to fit current state of planet. Any memory of the Alpha War except the Enviasers was erased from databases in human minds. Currently, ruins of destroyed major cities have been closed to the public. Neurotransmitters were used. Subjective neurotransmitters went insane. X-class amnestics were successful.